Hey all, it's Jamie here with a review for the Devil case for the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium. So let me tell you about the case. I picked it up on Devil Case's website. It was about $35. They were offering a screen protector for it at the time. Didn't get it that when I got the case or the bumper. The bumper's good. It gives you the fingerprint reader. More on that later. Your volume rocker, and then camera button. Gives you easy access to the headphone jack, and then your lanyard fitting for the bottom for like charms or for something to wrap around your wrist to keep it so it doesn't lose you don't lose your phone. The USB port. A lot of the chargers won't fit in this, especially if they're bigger. So my wife's Samsung charger won't fit in there. It's just a little bit too wide. So other than that, the case is pretty good. It's light, it's very slim, and it looks good on the phone. Now let me tell you about the downsides of the phone, or the case. Number one, if you put this on a slippery surface, it will slide. Unlike the back of this one where it's got the rubber in it and it'll actually stay put. I've actually had this slide off the back of a car once, and that wasn't cool. So there's no protection for that. I guess you could put a rubberized backing on the back of this and then call it a day, but that's not offered with this case. So that's one of the number one grievances I have with it, is that when you put it down on something, it'll slide right off. Number two, I dropped the phone. It was in my pocket, slipped out of my pocket when I was getting out of a car, and it ended up hitting the corner there and then bouncing on the other corner there, which was fine. The phone looked fine, except that it received a crack right there. Now, did the case do what it was supposed to? Yes. And I would probably go as far to say that this is a one-time use bumper case situation, because when I dropped it, if you can see there, let's see if I can get it focused. If you look at the corner, there you go. It doesn't meet up anymore. So the case is shifted because of the impact, which is fine, but it ends up bending the weak point on this case, which is right where the fingerprint button is. As you can see, the metal there is bent up, and it doesn't provide a good seal against the phone anymore, as you can see there. So that's kind of a fault. So I don't know how well another shock will take. Will be taken by the phone with this case, because it's already bent and there's some issues. But so that's that. The other thing is the fingerprint reader. So I have kind of larger hands, and initially when I had the phone, I trained it with my thumbprint, and it worked fine. I put the case on, and you have to retrain it because there's too much of a gap between the button and the case that your fingerprint doesn't read properly on the sensor anymore. So that's kind of a bummer. So this idea, great in concept, but not in actual real world situations. So so overall, the case, I think it's a good case. $35 worth of a case? I wouldn't really think so. Maybe $25. I know it's aluminum, it's aircraft, whatever. Understand that. It's all CNC machined. It looks nice. It fits well in your pocket without having to deal with the big, huge monstrosity of this. But this protects the phone better than this does by far. So yeah, that's pretty much been my experience. I've had this on this phone for about, I think, a month now, maybe a little bit longer, and it's done well. So what are you guys' experience with Devil case? Do you guys have Devil cases for your phone? Leave them in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of your cases, and if you've had any issues with them, or if you think they're the greatest thing in the world. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. And as always guys, do your thing. Thanks for watching.